I'm going to show you a quick way to chain piece a block. This is a 9-patch block. And it'll keep all the pieces together so that they're easy to sew and you won't have to think about how they're oriented. So the first thing I start to do is start on my top row. I take my middle piece, I flop it over to my left side, and I'm going to piece these two together. And then I just move it a little bit away from the foot. And I come back over to my pile and I flop it over to the left. And I just put that under my foot with my 1/4 inch seam, a little bit of back tacking, and then I go to the end of the seam. I have to make sure that the edges are even. And now I go lift it up a little bit, go back to my pile. I take the center block, I flop it over to the left. My next seam is ready. It's all lined up. Now it's time to pull it off the machine, so I just pull it away. And I come back to the beginning of my row. I open up my first set. And now it's time to add the 3rd piece in the row. So I go back over to my pile and I look at my 3rd piece. And I pick it up and I make sure that I'm going to line up this edge where it belongs, and then I'm going to flop it over. And then same thing, I back tack at the beginning of the seam and then again at the end. Now I open up my second set and I go back over to my pile, and again I'm going to line up my edge here with where it was supposed to be, and I flop it over. And I open up my last one, go back to the pile, that comes back over, and then I flip it and I match the raw edges and stitch it. And this is how I'll hold my whole block together chain piece. I can actually pre-chain my entire quilt this way and then go back and sew the rows together. So this is what it looks like. The whole block, just like the one that's laying here, is held together with these chain stitch rows. So I've got this big pile going on here. When I have them all done, what I'm going to do is go back and I'm going to flip a row, and then I can piece the row. That comes off the machine, and then you get to do the other row. So when I open that up, that row's together, and now this row needs to go together. But I don't have to worry about it. Is it in the right direction or not? Because it's going to be, just because of the way I chain pieced it. So I just match the ends. And I can see which direction my fold is going. I don't want to make it twist like that. I want to make sure it goes in the same direction as the one prior to it. And the other one will go the opposite way so that they nest. In this case it goes down, so this one will go up. So there's the entire block, all chain pieced together without even having to worry about which way the blocks are facing. So if you lay down your blocks correctly according to your pattern, then you'll be able to sit without any thought and just chain piece together block after block. So that's my tip for today. This is Donna Vio from The Masquerade.